Hi guys, here's something interesting that you guys might be interested in. Its source is Zero Hedge, but this is published at Blacklisted News. Saudi deep state Prince Bandar among those arrested in Purge. Report, November 10th, 2017. According to a new report by Middle East Eye, Prince Bandar bin Sultan, Saudi Arabia's most famous arms dealer, longtime former ambassador to the U.S., and recent head of Saudi intelligence, was among those detained as part of Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman's so-called corruption purge that started with the initial arrests of up to a dozen princes and other top officials last weekend. Now, as I recall, Prince Bandar was like a brother to George W. Bush, longtime friend of the Bushes. It confirmed the arrest and detention of Bandar would constitute the most significant and high-profile figure caught up in the purge, even above that of high-profile billionaire investor Prince Alawid bin Talal, given Bandar's closeness to multiple U.S. administrations and involvement in events ranging from Reagan's Nicaraguan Contra program, including direct involvement in the Iran-Contra scandal, to making the case for the Iraq War as a trusted friend of Bush and Cheney, to directing U.S.-Saudi covert operations overseeing the arming of jihadists in Syria. Ooh, that's interesting. Middle East Eye issued the report based on multiple contacts inside the royal court and indicates further that the scale of MBS's bin Salman aggressive crackdown on much larger than previously reported, and even involves the torture of senior figures among those detained. Torture? Oh yeah, he's a Bush friend, that's right. Some senior figures detained in last Saturday's purge in Saudi Arabia were beaten and tortured so badly during their arrest or subsequent interrogations that they required hospital treatment. Middle East Eye can reveal. People inside the royal court also told Middle East Eye that the scale, which has brought new arrests each day, is much bigger than Saudi authorities have admitted, with more than 500 people detained and double that number questioned. As I remember, the president of Turkey, I can't think of his name right off the hand, but after the attempted CIA coup in Turkey, he did the same thing. Remember? I wonder if this has any implications for that sort of thing. Maybe somebody tried a coup in Saudi Arabia and they weren't having it either. Erdogan, that's who I was thinking of. Tayyip Erdogan from Turkey. And shockingly, those sources say that the longtime Saudi deep state power broker and liaison with the West, Prince Bandar, is among the detained. One of the most famous is Prince Bandar bin Sultan. This just goes on. While no doubt Bandar is very well known in Saudi oil for arms programs, which have come to define Saudi relations with the West over the past decades, is a trumped-up and selective charge, insofar as the highest levels of the state have overseen such shady dealing. And it goes on to say, concerning Prince Bandar's role, Bandar bought an entire village in the Cotswolds, a picturesque area of central England, and a 2,000-acre sporting estate with part of the proceeds from kickbacks he received in the Al-Yamama arms deal, which netted British manufacturer BAE $56 billion in contracts for fighter aircraft. Okay, so this is a big boy. He's not only selling arms to ISIS. So the rest of it, you can find it here at Blacklisted News, or the original source is Zero Hedge. But this is, I thought it was kind of interesting that Prince Bandar, whom we've known has been involved in our United States deep state for a long time, is arrested. I've heard rumors that possibly President Trump is rounding up the troops and getting his allies to step on the deep state arms and wings in their countries, and that the noose is tightening on the deep state here because all their buddies across the water is getting rounded up. So I kind of hope that's true. That really makes me feel warm and fuzzy at night. So everybody go see these articles, see what you think. I'm rather pleased. I hope it continues. Have a nice evening.